our YouTube channel like 2 years ago. And I bought all this stuff for our streamer in the United States, and he made the requests. And I know it's like professional stuff to make it like beautiful, like picture and everything.
Okay, we started this stream actually. So hello everyone. My name is Sergey, and I continue this series of live YouTube streams. I want to increase the amount of content available in English language when Ukrainians talk to each other and describe what they are working on. And today I invited Alice to speak about her experience of working as Uklon, a growth lead, as well as volunteering initiatives that are dedicated to help Ukraine win this war. Hi, Alice.
Hi, Sergey. Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me here. I'm very excited to be a part of today's episode. And yeah, a few words about me. I have been in tech industry more than 10 years. And if you ask me a question like 1.5 years ago, where I will be in 1.5 years, I'll never thought that today I will be like leading growth team at Uklon, running my own volunteering project that deliver drones to our defenders, lecturer at online university Prjctr, and mentoring at Prjctr online platform, and living currently in UK. So unbelievable, but truth. That's it.
Cool. Okay, if we just roll back maybe 10 years ago, what was the previous industry that you were focusing on?
I was working at the printing industry. We were printed magazines, like maybe, you know, National Geographic's Men's Health, Bazaar, Casa Viva, and something like that.
Oh,
so,
got it.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to make this shift to IT?
I saw that there are some changes in industry and all is going digital. Especially it was like easy to notice where National Geographic, it was decreased the number of units we printed, and the digital version of the magazine was incredibly cool, much more better than the printed one. So I realized that's the end of the industry.
Wow. And what was your first step?
The first step was project management. So pretty easy, like the same I did at the printing house, but in the like website design. So it was easy from one side, but switching industries from other side. And education at Prjctr, it was the first course by Evgeny Kudryavchenko. I did one of the first projectors projects at the time. It helped me a lot, and I switched to IT like that.
You actually mentioned two main areas of focus, which is Uklon and volunteering. I suggest we discuss a little bit the first part, the Uklon part. Do you remember your first time you heard about Uklon?
Yeah, I was always using Uklon, just because it's like Ukrainian taxi.
Do you remember your first ride?
First ride? Actually, no. I just remember that I'm always with it. I saw by myself like the improvement of the product. Like I can compare, because like traveling to other countries, you can't order Uklon, you're using Uber. I saw this like incredible track, like from like super easy app, it became like super powerful and real competitor to Uber and these huge giants, you know. I knew that it is cool, but never thought that it is too cool.
What are you focusing on as the growth lead at Uklon?
That's very interesting, and probably nobody knows what growth is. Growth is the main responsibility of my team is profitable growth. So our main tool and our main instrument is experimentation. So I'm working in a product team. I'm running a lot of experiments to drive the product growth and to make better user experience. And they're all made for Android app right now.
Oh, to run the experiments, you need to have some assumptions, right? I assume.
Oh, yeah, assumptions. We call them hypotheses. And that's very interesting because you have a lot of sources of that hypothesis. And this is another big part of research, investigations, previous learnings, feedback from users, and all this stuff.
Wow, that's super interesting. How does it look like? Is it like brainstorm in the morning when people gather together and like suggest assumptions or hypotheses?
It's a really process on track. We have a few sources of our hypothesis. First of all, it's our researchers. We understand, okay, we have a problem. We need to investigate it and dive deeply into it. We run research that can be qualitative, quantitative research, surveys. Then we analyze, put the main problems, usually any mirror boards or something like that. Understanding how meaningful this problem is by putting some data analytics to it, just to understand how powerful it is, and making some assumptions like how can we fix it, like what is the main problem for user right now here, how can we fix it, and here comes some hypothesis, and after that we evaluate them, score with our super score system, and put them into our development backlog and developing it. And after that, put them in our running backlog, and that running and analyzing results. And after that, create one more workshop to share the results, to understand what learnings do we have. And that's the source of new hypotheses. This is kind of like a cycle.
Got it. So it's totally data-driven approach.
Yeah, it's definitely a data-driven approach.
Do you remember any surprising insights?
Actually, we have a lot of insights. So,
can you share any?
Yeah, I can share. So a lot of our users don't know how to cancel the write because we little bit hide our cancel button. It was made a lot of years ago. Nobody knows why. And the designer who was working on this project at that time, he's not working anymore, so we don't know the reason. But some hypotheses are it's because in Uber they have the same flow. But the main difference here is in Uber, if you cancel a trip, you have some penalties. In our case with riders, we don't have these penalties. So I was just discussing main problems with our drivers. And everyone will told about we have the most, our riders don't consider their time. They just cancel the ride and driver arrives and rider even don't mention that I'm not going with you. And drivers waiting and distracting, something like that. So I was talking with drivers, analyzing that, we have a problem here. People don't know how to cancel probably. Then I dive deep into Rider app and realized, the button is hidden. So something like that. And it became great research. We started analyze it, and we thought the main problem was that people don't know how to cancel. But the main reason right now is that we have problems with internet, and they push this button, they know how to cancel, and it just not always works, not finishing the cancellation process. So a lot of insights, always when you go deeper and deeper, you understand even more. And it's very exciting.
Yeah, I see. Would you speak a little bit about your team? Is there any help needed? Are there any open positions in your team? Maybe you accept interns from universities, these sort of things.
Actually, right now, we're looking for business analytic inside my team. That's the only open position right now. just because like I need to free up a little bit of my time describing tasks and all this technical documentation for our developers. So that's upcoming on the horizon. But actually, we're trying to raise talents inside our team. And there are a lot of like QA specialists who want to switch to BA, and it's better for us to give them this opportunity if we don't need like a senior level or middle level, if it's just a junior position. So we give this opportunity inside the team. So the job opportunity for BA is not actually opened yet, but it's on plan.
I read some news that Uklon was planning to launch in other countries other than Ukraine. Actually, I was not following much this trend. Is Uklon already active in other markets?
So it was in Moldova before like the full-scale invasion, and after it we closed there, and we set our main like OKRs for this year to be present listed to 2 more new countries. So yeah, that's the plan, and we're pretty close to the first step in it.
Cool. But for now, you are focusing on Ukraine with your team, right?
My team is definitely working 100% on Ukraine, just because like new country, it's like a new project, and growth need the stable metrics to be able to compare and to get statistical results. So definitely right now, we're not scaling our growth department for other countries.
No. Okay. Is there anything else you would like to mention about Uklon, or shall we discuss the volunteering projects?
Actually, I think one extra important thing, about Uklon, I just realized it like a few months ago that during the last year, it was the most, I don't know, stable thing in my life, and the most supportive thing, like work, team, you know, that you have your task list for a day, you need to wake up. So yeah, I'm really proud to be a part of this incredible, cool team. And I love the spirit this was uncovered like during the last 12 months, that we're kind of unstoppable and extra brave. So yeah, Uklon is cool.
Yeah, that's very true. Personally, I remember I was surprised Uklon was working smoothly on February the 24th last year, and February the 25th, like the second day of invasion, it was working steadily. So thank you and your team at Uklon for doing those great things.
Oh, thank you.
You also mentioned in the beginning the volunteering projects related to drones. Comment in more detail on this part?
Yeah, sure. So another big part of my current life is this volunteering projects. So what are we doing? We're supplying our defendants with eyes in the sky. And since the March of 2022, we delivered more than 200 drones to our defenders. Yeah, and we're completely unprofitable. We don't have funding, and we almost just started raise money just because we're running out of our personal fundings. That's it. And yeah, why it's important? Yeah, because drones can be underestimated. Yeah. And I think it can be like dedicated 1 or 2 hour talk, about the strategic benefits of using drone during this military process by our artillery, scouting, spying, and delivering, like kind of small presence to our enemies. But to be shortly, this is something that is not supplied in a well amount by our government, and there are a lot of reasons here. So first of all these drone suppliers, they don't want to be like involved in this military conflict. We're using most of the drones that are used right now. They're like civil drones, just regular civil drones. And previously they were supposed to be, I don't know, flying in beautiful countries, like enjoying nature, making this travel photography, and that's it. Yeah, so they don't have any military purpose, and all the drone manufacturers, they don't want to be involved. And they have this statement that our drones are not supposed to be used for military goals.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason number one. From other hand, our like military units, they don't want to put drones on their balances because it's not cheap at all and very easy to lose. So like one mistake, you lose your drone. And they don't want to have these like obligations to have this drone on the balance. So the most of the drones that are flying right now in Ukraine, they're like provided by volunteers. So that's why it's important.
Got it. If anyone would like to donate to drones, what would be the best strategy? I know that there are some big funds who are related to drones. There are also some notifications you constantly meet in social media, like people saying that they collect for one or a couple of drones for some concrete brigade or unit. How would you describe this approach? Or should people like do both things simultaneously?
So yeah, that's how it's happening right now. If someone from your like relatives needs a drone, you just raising money for it, and then you're like finding where to buy it and how to deliver it to Ukraine, because it's much more cheaper to buy it in outside Ukraine right now. Yeah, and that's it. That's how the process looks like. From other hand, we have our communities in Facebook, and with our team, we're posting there our forms, like that we can supply your drone, yeah, but you need to fill the form, and like usually there's a queue and it's huge, but in any case, we're trying to supply as much as we can.
Can we name the community, or is it sort of
Yeah,
private?
it's like DJI Drones Ukraine. I can drop the links after.
Yeah, okay. Let's put the link.
Yeah, discussing all the drone related forms. From other hands, like everyone have right now relatives right there. Yeah, the front line. So like all our friends and ex-colleagues who are currently there, we're trying to supply them with drones as well.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. The same question, what sort of help is needed? I understand the donations, that's obvious. Do you have any need in volunteers or people who would like to join your team?
Currently, we have our like team of 8 volunteers and 3 main logistics hubs in Warsaw, in Krakow, and sorry, not Krakow, but Wrocław and Lviv. Actually, we have a full team. Maybe we need a little bit more help with social media or PR, just to share a little bit. I don't know, our results. It's very important to raise new drone. Yeah, because just to share what results do we have and how it works. We don't usually have a lot of time for it. So that's the help what is needed. Actually, we're started like crowdfunding. Yes, some to raise some money for all these custom expenses. So the drones right now are coming from all over the Europe, outside Europe from UK and United States, and inside the Europe we don't have any customs, but outside from UK and from US we need to pay all these additional payments. So we're raising money for it, and it's on a regular basis. So any help will be appreciated a lot.
Yeah, so anyone who is watching will put the links in comments after the stream. If you feel you would like to join this campaign, please do. Alice, maybe you could share some of growth hacking things that work well in terms of raising these donations, or maybe vice versa. You could say, don't do that. Those things do not work.
Sure. So actually, I think everyone is a little bit tired of this reposting where gathering, please donate. Yeah, the same content and it's like all the same. I think the new stage of this like raising donations, I don't know, experience, it's something about that I'm not just raising, I can do something for you. Yeah. And when I was raising like money for my friend, he's at the Bakhmut area and he needed a track. Yeah, so I just mentioned that, okay, I'm providing 1 hour consultancy. Like, if you're interested, please help. So you're donating, helping. From other hand, yeah, your money is working for our like main goal. And I think, yeah, right now, actually the best guys who are like superstars here, you can, this is volunteer organization, Cola. They're running a lot of initiatives. So you can, I don't know, like coffee, you don't drink coffee today, you just given like your 50 hryvnias to our main goal. Or you can make your avatars and buy these subscriptions to avatars and once again donating. So they're making a lot of really, really cool and inspiring fundraising things. I think they're the best. I was trying just a few of them. So trying to provide any helpful from my side, not just asking, and it worked well.
Oh, yeah, I think I saw your page on Prjctr Mentor website. There is a project. What is the correct URL?
Correct URL. I don't remember it, but I can drop it in a comment, okay?
Yeah, maybe you could.
Prjctr mentorship, that can be like searched like with these keywords in Google.
Prjctr mentorship. So could you describe this platform?
Yeah. I think it's a like great initiative run by our online university. This is a platform and with mentors from one side and mentee from other side. So you can be both. If you're willing to share some of your expertise, you can be mentor. If you need some advice, help, or something like that, you can be mentee. And all the money are given for charity and for educating our people, yeah, to get their online jobs in tech.
What are the areas that you mentor?
I'm helping to build growth inside your project or team, some consultancy, or how to like scale the project, how to estimate how many like experiments you can run, what can be achieved, if it's the right time to run this growth department, or it's better to go with the product market fit stuff and all this. Things. And there are a lot of consultancies around career and how to build career in product management, in tech, and how to, I don't know, fix your CV, how to behave on interview. There are a lot of requests like that right now.
Wow, cool. What is the cost for that?
A lot of mentors, they don't have a minimum cost. And the platform just advises you can do like that. For some mentors, there are like a minimum cost, and it's around 1,000 to 2,000 hryvnias per hour.
Wow, that's very cool. It means like you can actually donate 1,500 hryvnias or 2,000 hryvnias and chat with the growth lead of Uklon.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good deal.
Yeah, and there are a lot of even like, I don't know, more interesting person there, like from the international companies, and a lot of interesting people there.
Yeah, cool. Let's put that link definitely in the comment section as well.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Is there anything I should have asked? that you would like to cover?
Actually, also this year I started teaching. Yeah, and I have my course in Prjctr. I'm teaching product marketing, and more than 50 students already graduated, and some of them already achieved their first jobs in PMM. It's something pretty new for me. I'm really excited in this new role. And yeah, it's cool to share your experience and see the results, and happy people like help with them with their career to advance this, I don't know, path. That's it.
It's like in Ukraine, and you communicate in Ukrainian language?
Yeah, sure. It's fully Ukrainian. So we have lectures, we have webinars. It's like 3 months course to just about the main things you need to know about product marketing. We're working with real products. The last cohort was working with Uklon scooters. It's something that is not already launched yet here at Uklon, but we are seriously thinking about it. So it was very interesting from one side. It was like a real example and a real life project. And the students got their feedback from our CPO and CMO, and that was valuable.
Wow, fantastic. Okay, thank you, Alice, for joining this episode. Good luck with your growth.
Thank you so much, Sergey. I was delighted to be here with you.